Hello, Taurus, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. So this reading for you today is for the new moon partial solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo, taking place on the 21st of September. Your message has popped right out from the universe has your back, so this is some sort of guidance or information to help you with this transit that is taking place right now. So we have I surrender to a power greater than me, which is showing up. So I do feel like there is this energy of having to surrender, let go, let God, let the universe come through, align things for you. But to take away, I feel like this is surrendering the need to control is how I'm feeling. My energies create my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest, right? So I kind of feel there is this energy where maybe you have been focused on something and it may not have been of the highest vibration, or it just may be something, I feel it's like trying to impose your will over the divine's will, and I don't feel like that's going to be the way this rolls out. So I do feel like this is a need, the time, the place, the space to surrender that and to allow things to fall away and be able to have that space available to embrace the things that are meant to align. Be very mindful of your energy, because it does say my energy creates my reality. And so if you are coming from a low vibrational energy place, that is not what we really want, right? We don't want that low energy. I hope not, anyhow. Six of Air is the first card that comes out. So this talks about being spiritually guided to move forward, to walk away from something. The Eight of Water is right here. It's like walking away from the past and moving towards the future. You can see with the Six of Air, the ship coming in, and you can see in this picture where this is someone turning their back on the past and they're walking to meet and greet that ship that is coming in. So I do feel like there is something that you may be really holding on to right now that it's time to surrender and let go, move forward and away from, in order to head towards something that is more aligned for you. That's just the energy I'm feeling coming through with this. Let's pull some more energy and see what other messages want to come out for you. Let's see what other messages for Taurus. What other messages for Taurus? Other energies want to show up for the sign of Taurus. Here we go. The next card is patience. So, you may have been frustrated and really losing patience, I'm kind of feeling. That's why there was this energy. I did feel this energy, like a negative energy attachment, right? Because maybe you were not patient, waiting for what is for you to come in, and you latched onto something that wasn't for you. I kind of feel like there's been this stronghold, like Nine of Fire showing up right there. The Nine of Fire is all about, it is the wounded warrior card. It is the card of having gone through a lot of battles, conflicts, challenges, that sort of experience. And I kind of feel take what resonates, release what doesn't. But it gives me that vibe of where you were trying to hold on to something, kind of maybe even the illusion of what could be versus what reality was showing, that sort of energy. And I even feel where maybe, patience, and I'll be the first one to say here and express that I understand that is one of our more challenging things I feel like to learn in this lifetime. But being patient for the right thing versus just that instant grasp or grab onto something just for like a temporary sort of thing, or for something that's just going to ultimately bog you down with burdens, baggage, challenges, things like that. So this talks about being patient as your ships are coming in. Ten of Cups. This can be in regards to love or something to do with family. Water talks about feelings, emotions, relationships. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Water, and she does not look very comfortable or healthy or happy. Six of Waters talk about something from the past. So I'm seeing the number 666 out here that's sticking out to me right now. I don't know if that has any meaning for you, or if you're seeing that a lot lately. But be mindful of that. And I do feel like this is in regards to, like I said, feelings, emotions, relationships. It feels strongly of relationships to me. 2 of Earth. So I feel it's about choices and decisions. When I am seeing this, I am not only seeing the archangel that is showing up right there, right? This gives me the vibe of the energy that is... It gives me the vibe of the energy of the Lovers, the choice, and this is a choice card. When I see her, she's holding 2 pentacles, right? You see this pentacle is down further and this one is up higher, right? And I feel like this is about, because this does represent to me an archangel, and I do feel like this is like allowing, having that patience to allow what this authentic 10 of Cups is to be presented to you through divine, through the Most High. 9 on the bottom of the deck. This is the Hermit card. You see those keys up there. You also see a couple that kind of blend in, so they're harder to see right there, right? And I am feeling like at some point or along your journey where, you know, you maybe didn't necessarily see something clearly, or these keys just were so easily accessible that, you know, you tried to use those keys to open this door. I'm not saying they didn't open a door, because they could have opened a door, but what door did they open, right? The Hermit card talks about wisdom. It talks about going within. It talks about being enlightened. A lot of soul searching comes along with the Hermit card as well. I want to see what's underneath it. The 9 of Fire again. Yeah, I feel like it was like this key, just like there was a key, let's use the key and open this door. And opening that door ultimately brought forth a lot of baggage, a lot of burdens, a lot of challenges, that sort of energy. And I feel like it's as a result of not being patient, not willing to you know, see things from a deeper level, like really doing that soul searching and recognizing, using that discernment and recognizing what is for you versus what is, I feel, readily available is how I'm feeling this. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. I'm just bringing the message. There is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. Bottom of the deck. And there's that 5. This is about loss, sadness, grief, right? Crying over spilled milk, that sort of thing. The 5s represent challenges. I am seeing Scorpio energy here. Oops, sorry. I'm seeing Scorpio energy right here, and I'm seeing Mars energy right here. And I feel like there was I feel easily accessible, or something that was quick. And ultimately it led to a lot of disappointment and not being emotionally fulfilled, not being reciprocated in a certain sort of energy. And I'm also recognizing that while someone is focused on, you know, these broken cups, these spilled cups, these tipsy cups, there is an Ace of Cups, which is that, you know, I feel the divine connection that is been wanting to come through, but it does require healing. It does require releasing, surrendering, right there, beginning your reading, surrendering control of a situation, or what you see the outcome to be, right? Like I talk about this a lot. When people want to throw it out into the universe, they're looking for, you know, either a person, or they're looking for a career, a job, something like that. I always express that, you know, don't put a specific on that. Like, it is important to put the details in, like I want somebody kind, loving, nurturing, dependable, whatever it is that you're looking for. But when you put a name on that, I'm not saying you can't draw that into you, but if that was not divinely orchestrated for you, it's only going to be a matter of time before that crumbles down. And, you know, what comes through that cycle of achieving and receiving that, it's just like with a job. If you're like, I want to work for this company and this is a position I want, and then ultimately you get that, right, and it turns out to be very burdensome, it's not emotionally fulfilling, you don't feel it resonating long term on your soul level. And look, there is the crossroads, and there is that Ace of Cups, which I see I did see the Ace of Cups behind a person in that Five of Cups energy, right? So I feel like there is a crossroads. You are at a crossroads, or you were at a crossroads. And I feel like surrendering this allows the universe to put the right people, places, situations, and things into alignment. There it is again with that Five of Cups. It does feel to me like there's been a lot of time, energy, and effort. I feel focused on the loss, the grief, the letdowns, the disappointments. And I feel like it's time to turn away from that energy, to surrender that lower vibrational energy in order to embrace the new beginning, the divine connection with whatever this is. Again, for some of you, this is going to be as far as career. For others of you, this is going to be about relationship. I'm sorry, I keep bumping this, but your cards keep popping. I mean, you have a lot of stuff. Wow. I was like, you have a lot of stuff popping right out. And the one that did pop out after it's already showed itself twice is that Five of Cups. So it feels to me like the universe is asking you to surrender, be patient, heal yourself, heal through those emotions, those feelings, those disappointments. And it does clearly show me in regards to relationships. When I see the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, if this is about relationships, this would be a clear indication to me that maybe you've experienced a lot of sadness, loss, disappointment, emotional instability in relationships. I feel surrounding like players or energies that were in and out, off and on, hot and cold, yes and no, all over the place. Very sporadic energy, very undependable, immature energy is how it's showing up to me. So now we have that second time out here. We got the Virgo card right here. We have the Virgo card right here. When you look at this specific Virgo card, right? That is your sister sign too, by the way. This is talking about, that knowledge, that wisdom. And I feel like there is this flame, right? Like there is a flame that's about to be ignited. And I feel like it's through a connection. I do feel like this is about love. For the majority of you, I do feel like this is about love. I feel like it's been, part of this has been trying to enlighten you, bring wisdom and knowledge, higher learning to you, in regards to, I feel your patience, and I'm feeling lack of, right? Like that lack of patience. It is sad, but it is so true that there are a lot of people who, it doesn't matter if they recognize or see red flags, like being in a connection just feels like, they feel better about themselves being in a connection, whether it be a healthy connection or not, right? And I'm kind of feeling the not on that situation. And I feel like that is something that needs to be healed, is why you feel that need, right? Like what it is about that I feel like you've had to go within. The Hermit talks about going within and seeking in that dark place of why, this could be for so many different reasons. You have to, tap into what resonates with you and what is for you, what trauma that has been for you, or what that void is for you, in order to seek a different, to seek enlightenment on that situation. So I am seeing this Chariot card, and in this specific deck, when I see this Chariot, this talks to me, I see the Cancer energy sitting right here, and I do feel like this seems to me that it looks like being like pulled in two different directions, right? Like your soul is calling for this, but the physical reality is giving you that. It's kind of like being torn, like wanting to go this way but being pulled that way. Like there just feels like this opposition where something wasn't aligned, right? Because I don't feel like it was aligned. I just don't feel that way. I feel like there have been some choices and decisions that ultimately it's time to shift and change and surrender some of these things, surrender to healing from whatever that place is, in order to make, there's the Wheel of Fortune, this change, this turn. I feel two major arcana cards in a row. I kind of feel like this is being forced upon you, like this healing is being forced upon you, this shift is being forced upon you, this change, whatever it was. I feel like it's forcing you to tap into having strength and courage, right, to move in a direction that is sustainable, to allow the Most High, the divine, to bring that right connection. I feel like this is in regards to relationship, long-term partner, that sort of energy to you, versus, you know, you thinking you control the situation, because I feel like we do have control of our lives, but we don't necessarily have a lot of control of our life, right? You can't control if another person, like you can't control another person. And if you were trying to do that, right, like you're really fighting a losing battle at that point. And same with a job. If you're, you know, really fighting to hold on to something because you want to move up the, you know, the ladder or reach something in that thing, and it's for whatever reason you just keep getting hit and not chosen, or not, whatever it is, it feels like it would be a red flag to me that you're on the wrong path, right? And I feel like there is this sense of maybe it's you know, could be ego, could be shame, could be whatever reason it is that you've really struggled or, you know, try to hold something together that I don't feel like was meant to hold together for in whatever area of your life this is. So now we have the King of Wands showing up out here. So I do feel like something is ready to come into your physical realm, be shown to the world. I feel like not only is it yours, you know, your true, you standing in your true power, having that strength and confidence and the courage to make, you know, different choices, wiser choices. Again, we got this strength card on the bottom of the deck, right? But I also feel like this is aligning with that same sort of energy. Somebody who is a true leader, somebody who is loyal, honest, you know, they hold great strength. They are very confident in who they are, stable, that sort of energy. And I feel like this is what's waiting to come in for you. I just feel like maybe there's some healing that has to happen before this, because, like, you know, the universe, the Most High, is not going to send you a very healed, confident, capable, loyal individual if you're not in that vibration of allowing that to happen or to aligning with that. It's not going to do that to that person. I do feel like this is strongly about relationship. The Four of Pentacles, like this is talking about holding on to something. You know, it just really gives me that strong sense of trying to create some sort of stability, security, in your material world, in your physical world. So this can be in your home, your family, your finances, your resources, that sort of thing. The Death card is showing up on the bottom of the deck, but this tells me there's a major transformation that is taking place and that is going to happen in order to, you know, like this feels to me like blocking, like you're blocking your own beautiful path forward, trying to hold on to something, trying to block, or, you know, it's like it's creating a block for you is how I'm feeling. So let's keep going. Let's get a couple more cards and see what other messages for Taurus. There's the Emperor that right there. This is talking about breaking free of a shell. This is like removing a mask. This is like seeing the truth of a situation, you know, the true leadership qualities and skills of an individual. And there's a Death card on the bottom of the deck again. It's time for something to end. It's time for something new to begin. I am feeling this is in regards to, like I said, it's really showing strongly to me, like, connection as far as emotions, relationships, and these can be all different kinds of relationships and things like that. It can be friendships within family members. It's just something like that. But with the Death card here, there is an ending of what was in order to go through that transformation. And I feel like that transformation is going to require someone going within, right? Going within, doing some soul searching, gaining some wisdom, and really healing from past emotional traumas, heartbreaks, situations like that. It just feels like there is healing that is necessary in order to gain this enlightenment, and it is going to require some, you know, maybe solitude, definitely solitude, seeing the Hermit card out here so many times, and introspective. So I hope this serves you well. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate you. Sending love and light.